Hi, this is Patrycja from Hayes Sewing, located in Wilmington, Delaware. Today I'm going to show you how to use a feature on the IQ Intuition Positioning app by Baby Lock in order to take a picture of something that you have in your hoop and be able to put it onto your machine screen so that we can get positioning of our embroidery designs perfectly. When working with the IQ Positioning app, we have multiple icons. The embroidery section is going to let us take a picture with our camera on our cell phone or on our iPad and put it onto the background of the machine screen. Think of it kind of like a light box. So when we are trying to position things just where we want them to be, that is the function we want. IQ Designer is getting into creating our own embroidery designs. We're not going to work with that for the moment. So we're going to select our embroidery, and then it's going to be very bossy and tells us exactly what it wants us to do. So what we've done is we've taken our embroidery hoop, and for demonstration purposes I just have a piece of fabric in there as well as this block. And I'm going to use the block as a way to show you how to line things up on the screen. Now you'll notice on your hoops they have these weird looking black boxes and marks on them. These are registration marks. So this is going to be how the app uses the camera in order to get everything aligned exactly where it needs to be, as well as the size it needs to be. So because I'm working with a block right now, this is kind of smaller, so it's not a big deal. But if I'm doing something bigger, you want to make sure that you do not cover those registration marks, otherwise this will not work. So I have my hoop and my block. We're going to take our device, and you'll see how it's very bossy. It says to hold the smart device parallel to the embroidery frame, so I'm going to hit OK, and you'll kind of see like this ghost image show up on my phone, and basically just tells me hold it over the hoop for about 3 seconds while it takes a picture. So it's now taken a picture, so you can see how it shows up on my phone of what I had physically in the hoop. We're going to hit send to machine. Alright, it has successfully sent. We're just going to hit OK, and I'm going to go to my machine. Now in order for us to see the design on the screen, we do have to have a design selected. So we're going to go into the embroidery section, and I'm just going to select an alphabet, and let's just go ahead and type something in. We're going to hit set, and as soon as I have that icon show up, it will let me know the image was sent from the mobile app. Do we want to update it? So we're going to hit OK. Again, it's very bossy. It says attach the frame used in the image. So I'm going to take my embroidery hoop, and we're going to physically place it onto the carriage of the machine and connect it the way you're used to. So I have it now connected. We're going to hit OK. It says carriage will move. We'll hit OK. Again, very bossy, just kind of follow the directions. And so what will happen now is it will take the image that I took on my phone, because we're trying to get what we have in the hoop showing up on our screen so I can get things positioned right. So I'm going to change the coloring of the letters just so you can see it a little bit better on the camera. Let's try the red. I think that shows up better. And so you can see how now I can use that picture behind as a light box. So if I'm trying to get things positioned just right, it's a lot easier because I see exactly what my design is going to look like, where my placement is. And so when I'm trying to line it up, it will sew out perfectly because I have the design placed exactly where it's going to stitch on my project. So once we have our design positioned exactly where we want it, just go ahead and hit embroidery. And this is going to be what you're used to, seeing your breakdown of your colors. So at this point, you'll notice how our red light has turned green. So we are ready to go ahead and embroider.